and welcome to JomezPro's coverage of the Portland Open presented by Dynamic Discs. We're back on the Disc Golf Pro Tour from Portland, Oregon, and the brand new Glendoveer golf course conversion. Big Sexy commentary, Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri.
Let's get into that Grip 6 low profile. Simon Lizotte 2 years ago at the Portland Open. He got third place. Very good putting. My goodness, 98% inside the circle. Nikko did not play 2 years ago at Blue Lake, but he has won 2 Disc Golf Pro Tour events since then. Dustin Keegan, the man of the hour, the designer of this course we're about to see here at Glendoveer. And Eagle McMahon, who lost in a playoff to Drew Gibson 2 years ago. Obviously, completely different venue, ancient history at this point, but this is a big course, one of the biggest courses we play on tour. Eagle McMahon, obviously, big advantage.
It's the biggest course there's ever been.
Is it?
It just has that feel. When I'm out there, it has that feel. It starts off just how it should. Hole 1, par 3, downhill, 540 feet, out of bounds left side by the cart path, out of bounds right, but it's way far back there.
My name's Jeff Spring, and I'm the CEO and Tour Director of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. We brought the event to Portland because it's one of the disc golf meccas in the entire country. The community here is awesome. There's so many disc golfers and the terrain is perfect for disc golf. It was a formative experience for me in the 2014 Disc Golf World Championship, seeing Paul and Ricky battle down the stretch, and it really kind of spurred me on into professional disc golf. And I said, I want to bring an event to Blue Lake every year after seeing what they did out there. So that was the impetus of the founding of the Portland Open. It was all about Blue Lake. Getting the news that we weren't going to be able to do Blue Lake again was pretty crushing. So we're 4 weeks out, and it's a tall task. Dustin's a good friend of mine, and he worked with us. It's got to be Dustin, or else this event might not happen.
My name is Dustin Keegan. I'm from Eugene, Oregon. I've been playing disc golf since 2008. 2 weeks prior to me leaving town to start my official tour, I got a call from Jeff Spring, and he says, so, just found out Blue Lake's out. There's this golf course that might be interested. Do you think you could go up there tomorrow and check it out? And I was like, Jeff, I'm leaving in 3-4 days. And he's like, can you help us? Like, can you save the tournament? We have to be here as a tour.
He's only 2 hours away. He was able to pop up here and put in a long weekend grinding on the course.
Drove up here the next day, had 4 hours just to look at the property. I fell in love. I think this place is magnificent and beautiful. Spent 2 full days, 8-hour days out here by myself with golfers everywhere. It was actually raining, and designed this entire course in about 22 hours.
There's pretty much 0 events that can please everybody. A venue criticism, a course design criticism, there was no parking, there's not enough room for media, people are crossing fairways. Part of my job is fielding criticism and sifting through it and being as responsive as I can. That said, this was a huge, heavy lift for me, our entire team, to not cancel the event. And when we waited out, I made the decision that it was going to be better to show the commitment and resources that the Pro Tour has to come to an elite level venue and work with a great course designer to put a track together that everyone can enjoy.
Players are getting so good these days. Their skill levels and the amount of shots they throw and the amount of angles they can throw are something that courses need to match. And sure, it's 12,000 feet, but you'll be seeing all sorts of angles, all sorts of speeds, and enough options that players can play to their strengths. It's not just one line per hole. So if you stand on the tee and you can choose your own adventure to get to the basket, to me that's a great disc golf hole.
The beauty of this course is it's tall trees and rolling hills, and the course calls for big shots. What's the next biggest throw you can make? How can we push these players to shoot maybe a little closer to par? And certainly there's people who say, oh, we're on another ball golf course. In this case, there's no choice. Like it was this venue or nothing. And spending a lot of time out here, you have to embrace what the course gives you.
I don't really think of disc golf like that, where I'm like judging myself. Oh, I wish I did this. Oh, I wish I did this. Like I went in all in to challenge the pros. Like I wanted the one of the hardest courses I could possibly build on this property, and I think I've done it, really.
The Portland Open has always seemed to be a super big challenge, a really heavy lift for the team here in Portland and for this Golf Pro Tour, and we've been grinding. Like, everybody's tired, but we're happy that we've gotten to this point. The course is set up, we're ready to go. It's gonna be a fantastic show, and the viewers at home, I think, are gonna be thrilled watching discs fly through these huge trees and rolling hills at Glendoveer.
It's just pretty special seeing all my friends, all the best players in the world out here playing my design, and seeing tee pads and baskets on this property is the dream come true, really.
Pretty cool opportunity.
On the bucket list for many players, myself included. I can't wait to design a course.
Winner of the 2008 Allen Hughes Open and his first Open victory, Simon Lizotte.
Very animated announcer today who was picking out some of our most obscure wins or accomplishments, and he was dressed in a full suit and tie. It was quite entertaining. Second event back on tour. Who isn't excited to see Simon Lizotte play this round? A lot of angle. Is that going to sit flat? Okay, that's just fine. Such a scary first hole. It's hard to really commit to that big distance.
St. Louis, Missouri, winner of the 2005 St. Louis Spring Sizzler.
Spring Sizzler. That was a good one.
Mine was the 2012 Sneak It Reedy Peak.
Nice.
What was yours? Do you remember?
Yeah, I got the 2005 Full Sail Whistling Discs Open, my very first pro win.
Very cool.
I was going to say, right where Simon landed is actually a spot, as this one looks like it's cutting to the right. It needs help.
Oh, that's in danger of going OB. Wow. That plenty
You
of
have
space
to
up
clear
there.
the fence, or is there a line over there?
I think it's just the walking path.
Playing out of Eugene, Oregon, winner of the 2017 Stumptown Slosh at Blue Lake, we have Dustin Keegan.
This needs a little more turn.
Yeah, this is going to be fading OB over that cart path.
I was going to say, with Simon's drive, he threw it so far that really the only thing that could happen was he throws it perfect in the middle or OB left. I think a shorter shot, it really widens this fairway. So the more aggressive you get,
The harder it is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And the three of us have been waiting to see this shot all week. We've been wondering, how far can this bird push it? 540 downhill. Looks like he's not even really interested in pushing it. to
Yeah,
be
that is-
completely honest with you.
Completely safe play.
Well, maybe we'll see it later this week. That's still big. And it
Oh.
takes kind of a forward.
Yeah.
Not really forward.
Yeah.
Decent little roll.
One thing we can take from that interview as Dustin lines up this, looks like about 100 to 90 footer, is the Pro Tour, it was have it here or not have it at all. So hats off to them to pulling this off and
Absolutely.
having a design that we can even be here to play, because like they said, it hasn't been here in 3 years. Nothing in Portland, not a tour event in 3 years, and that's
You
a
come to
tall
Portland.
task.
You come to Portland, Oregon. You want to see Douglas firs. You want to see 150-foot trees, and that's what we got out here. It's a beautiful place to play disc golf.
And for design, a 22-hour design, I think he did a brilliant job.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's fun. It's huge, but it's fun.
It's big, yeah.
So the OB line over there is that you have to be touching the fence to be out of bounds. And Nikko was very close, but not quite touching.
How are you going to touch the fence and throw at the same time?
It's not easy to do, Paul. And that's one of the advantages Nikko has at his compact size, is he doesn't have to worry about touching fences when he throws.
Some pars, no one really able to get in position for the birdie. This has got to be one of the hardest courses on what is a very difficult, or one of the hardest holes on what is a very difficult course.
Yeah, I mean, it's the second hardest hole on the course, 3.45 average. Shout out to AJ Carey, the only two, only birdie on the day.
Nice.
And keep in mind, that is a 112 player count, so that's quite a few players.
And it was a 16-footer. It wasn't like a big putt or anything. He parked it.
That's an amazing drive. Hole 2 is par 4, 693 feet. The fairway kind of is really wide. The basket tucked in on the right side among these trees. Throw as far as you can off the tee, really, and then see if you can clean it up.
And from the second hardest hole in the course to the easiest, just like we called in practice, averaging really low here. The distance isn't that challenging in 2 shots. And a player like Simon, a player like Eagle, those guys who can throw 550 plus, really chipping into that hole's distance off the tee.
And another thing to keep in mind here is let's look where Nikko runs up, if we can see it. The tee pads were really, really thick and slow, kind of turf.
Spongy. Yeah.
And so the Pro Tour widened them and allowed players to tee off from the side, but that happened very, very late. So a lot of us, I think, are coming out here and going, oh, well, that's a new line I never thought about. So we were all going through between those 2 trees in practice.
Yep.
But once it got widened out, there's a lot of kind of new options.
Eagle going with the roller, and that's going to cut out to the right side, but that's cutting off enough of the distance. I think he's probably only got 250 to the pin from there.
One thing to note is this front 9 is definitely the more scoreable 9. Like the first 7 holes are the ones where you need to accumulate birdies and quick and then hold on for dear life, because the back 9, like, they're tough to get if you don't have 600 plus feet, which a couple of these guys do, but not a lot of people obtain that skill.
Dustin's drive hyzers off a bit early left, probably 300 in, maybe a bit more than that. This is looking good, though. Looking really good.
Wow, great shot.
Beautiful. A lot of these greens protected by those circle of trees around the green.
Coming in from left to right on this green, I feel like is a little better play because it widens up the 2 big gaps there. Dustin's shot was so good because he only had 1 gap to kind of go through with the backhand. He didn't drive it from left to right. He kind of just went straight at it. So very impressive.
Nice forehand approach from Nikko. That's going to be a 25-foot birdie.
So
putt.
bad.
Simon leaving that one a bit wayward.
Freaking commit to your angle.
Eagle after that big drive, just a little pitch in, and that's something you're going to have to get used to seeing, is Eagle going big off the tee and just having a much different approach. That was a mutant sidearm there for Eagle.
Huh. I'm not going to be happy with that effort. I think as far as he straddled out, you know there was a big tree right in his way.
He actually went in between the 2 trees.
Did he really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Nikko jumps in and out. Yeah, he had to split those 2 trees, so it was pretty impressive for him
That
to even
is.
get through there.
That is a nice effort.
It really, on this course, a course where there are just seemingly so few easy birdies to get, hole 2 is one you just must have to pad what is inevitably yet to come. And to take 2 pars on this feature group here, that's going to sting Nikko and Simon for sure.
On to hole 3, another par 4. This one's 777 feet. They're kind of playing across ball golf fairways here. So you've got to navigate your way through this big wall of trees to set up a shot up this kind of tiered tee pad area for the ball golfers and get up to where the basket is. On the left side, you'll see a cart path. There's that little cart path turnaround that's kind of edge of circle 1. That's all out of bounds. Little longer hole. I think we might see some rollers off the left side of the tee, though.
Yeah,
this right here has kind of recently opened up with that widening of the tee.
Yeah, that really changes the shot, and I'm sure Dustin Keegan is just hating to see that, as Eagle has gone too far.
Wow.
He has gone out of bounds long. And I like this. Dustin's just sticking to his guns. This is the way I designed this hole. This is the way I'm going to throw the hole. And that's a beautiful shot.
It is a great shot.
Yeah, that's got to just drive him nuts.
Yeah, then you can go off the side
Yes,
and go a
absolutely.
totally different way for sure.
Simon likes it, though. He's going to go the traditional route. And
You can even hear it as they're running up, the poofiness of the T-pad. Like it's
Yes.
like, tch-tch-tch.
it is a very slow surface, that's for sure.
This is going to challenge quite a lot of trees, but it's going to pass the challenge, and this is great. I mean, this is going to be in an incredible spot.
That's just going to be a short
gonna be way up
220
there.
chip, Nikko. This is out there in that 375 range. Good move for Simon. Does it get to that top shelf? Not quite, but that's going to be around circle's edge, maybe just inside.
Oh, and this one got away. Turns the mid-range over. That's probably outside circle 2.
With that double shelf, that's an ambitious mid-range to toss from there. That's that double shelf action really extends that approach shot, makes it much longer.
It looks like everybody's kind of leaving it short. I think once you get on top, the green becomes much faster on top of there. And so by throwing driver, you're definitely skipping off. You're not going to land something soft enough to stick up there.
That OB long definitely comes into play really quick, so that's a good thing to avoid.
Eagle's got to go over the maintenance yard here.
This needs to get down quick. Okay, it does, but that's circle's edge.
But look how close he got to finding that next OB.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was close to going OB twice.
Nice.
So this is a par save, 34 feet.
Hmm.
Good.
Get a bogey there for Eagle.
My God, dude, come on. What the heck?
It's with Yuli's catchphrase.
At least we get one birdie. I mean, this is surprising for this card to be, well, even par for the hole. This, like I said, I feel like you really need to kind of buckle down and get those birds.
Yeah, this is the third easiest birdie on the course. This is another one of those ones you really feel like you must get.
I'm Paul Ulibarri with today's Bushnell hole breakdown. You can find the Edge Disc Golf Rangefinder at the link in the description. Hole 4 is a tricky one. With routes left, right, and straight, you're gonna need to make a decision strictly dependent on your game. What's your best shot? Because birdie 2s are extremely rare out here. You're gonna need to make this one count. Let's see how it plays out.
Looks like he's looking skyward. I'm thinking wide roller.
Again, this is probably just making Dustin sick to his stomach. This route is so clearly designed to be just a straight down the gap shot. That's a fantastic option.
Wow.
Nikko goes a bit long, but it's going to have a few trees in his way, but that's a birdie putt. Oh, is that? Maybe not. Looks like Dustin's looking skyward too. All right, I take back what I said.
He does go from the tee pad, though.
Sure. And also, I feel like, if you can't beat him, join him too. Like what's he going to do? Is he
sure.
just going to go down with the sinking ship? If other people are going to get these wide tee pads and be able to take advantage, I mean, he's too smart a player to just stick to his guns for no reason.
Well, the tee pad only opens up on the right side here. It doesn't open up on the left side. It's just a matter of whether or not he's going to go down the middle or not. That down the middle is so difficult. As Simon's thrown a beautiful Anheuser. That down the middle shot just has that low ceiling that they're hard to see the branches, but they really are in that perfect height that you want to occupy your drive down the middle. And so this big outside wide route is clearly the option.
I'm thinking that was the design, kind of
Entice the
bait players into going
Yeah.
down the middle when, oh, look what I can do out here, though. Well, there's nothing.
So no one electing to go down the middle. It is such a beautiful fairway down the middle. It's just so difficult to hit it.
You can do it. Tomorrow, Jerm.
Nope.
Nice stop.
Eagle needing to connect with this one to erase that bogey stroke, hopefully. Oh
Ooh.
boy, that one carried. Man, he just barely moves his arm and the thing just carries.
Where's the spin and the snap and the power coming from?
Good putting, dude.
3 short drives and then Nikko Locastro with that nice roller. Oh, and that got closer than it looked from the tee, but he comes up short.
No.
I'm surprised to see Nikko going with the push, but he's been spinning. I feel like just absolutely cashing lately with that nice spin putt. But maybe when it's calm, he decides, hey, let's go with the old stroke.
You've seen them in the hands of professionals, helping them compete at the highest level. Whale Sacks is a female-owned small business, handmade in the USA. We are dedicated to outstanding grip for all disc golfers.
Serenaded by Simon there, I think.
Yeah, I think he was singing some Disney songs.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. That's his jam, I think. All right, on to hole 5. This one, 636 foot par 4. You've got the sand trap hazard just short of the basket and OB long cart path right behind it. A little bit of a gap to get through off the tee.
This is one where that wider tee area is certainly comes into play, really opening up this wider route for the roller. They're throwing good cut angle on that one. That's going to curl up in the middle of the fairway. I'll leave a pretty short approach across the bunker. Okay, so Dustin's utilizing the wider tee, like you said. If you can't beat him, join him. I mean, it's just such a huge advantage. That one's curling up really short. That's going to be a very scary approach.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room. Maybe circle 1 size roughly between the sand and the out of bounds long. This is overcut, but does have enough speed. Not quite, but this is not even really a problem because you can go.
No, this can go OB left. Okay, that tree helps.
That's a good spot.
There was someone in our group that went OB left over there.
Beyond the green.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we had somebody just go pure circle 1 on that other basket.
Yeah.
It was actually not that bad of a place to be.
I feel like Eagle could just like have a 100-footer.
Well, tell us the story of what happened to you, Jerm.
I didn't think this was in play through a sidewinder backhand roller. That the spotter was not paying attention, and a group that was on hole 4 had to tell him to jump, got out of the way the last second as it went careening 80 or 50 feet past the basket OB long, which completely blew my mind as Dustin just throws up.
Wait,
Wow.
from the tee you went OB long of the basket.
Yes.
Yeah.
My tee shot went
50 feet OB long.
50 feet long OB.
Okay, so Eagle could is. what
Oh,
you're saying.
absolutely. Eagle
Yeah.
can
Wow.
easily do it. If he put 3% power, he's going long.
That's unreal.
Even
So
my
is this
baby
upshot.
arm.
Look at these upshots.
Those are beautiful. Even
Yeah.
my baby arm rolled one in the sand in practice.
Oh wow. Okay. I think I was fairway 2 to 3 to 4 fairways over. I was in my practice. So
These guys are making this scary approach. I mean, that's a false front. You can't see the bottom of the basket from where they're standing, and they're just throwing beautiful touch. So once this hole is completed, the 3 easiest holes in the course are gone.
And
From there, it's just going to get much harder to get
On the
these
board,
birdies.
folks.
Simon had nothing in the way. He
Yeah.
didn't even have
Yeah.
bunker trouble. That was awesome.
Yep, just an unobstructed straight shot from over there.
Oh, we've got
Good threes.
4 putts or 3 other putts closer than Nikko's. So that is going to be a very simple star frame here for the feature group.
Good point. They're like you said. You need to get this hole, and they're doing exactly that.
Didn't do so well on the other muskets, but now they're they're picking it up.
You can't get all the muskets. Otherwise, you're just...
hear that cheeky Colorado bird just say sorry about the Blazers, Dustin, as the Nuggets eliminate the hometown
Wow.
Blazers. That little bird
Rubbing it
chirping in
in.
his ear. Wow. Did not think I was going to hear that today.
At least he waited till he had a bird.
Yeah, that is actually a little bit nice, and I don't really feel like Eagle is just at home going, "Come on, Nuggets." He doesn't strike me as a big time basketball fan, but still, you get your digs in when you can. We're over here now on hole 6, 741 foot downhill par 4. Some really unique bunkers. I've never even seen that bunker design.
Apparently, they're called church pew bunkers, which kind of makes sense.
They look terrifying if I imagine myself as a ball golfer, like trying to get out from in between those things.
Hey, please, a golfer. Thank you.
Sure,
Goodness
sure.
Gracious.
Turnover is a good play here, but if it does flex out, there is OB on the left side. This looks like it's definitely not in any danger of that. This looks really, really well done.
And it's not really in play, but overturned, you can go OB over the walking path that's right. Obviously, there's a complex of bunkers up there by the green as well. This looks like a great angle. This is going to flex out, though. And it just kind of burns out. It's good drive, but not nearly as far as we have seen Simon throw.
One thing to take note of is when you're this high on elevation, throwing downhill, it's not necessarily the power you're looking for. It's definitely all angle.
Yes.
Because you can get so much carry down there with little effort. The mistake is missing your angle going left OB.
That was a nice shot from Eagle.
All of them are in great spots, and like you kind of alluded to, it's the bunkers by the green, I think, that provide the biggest challenge to this hole. You've got a golf green as well that's left. You've got a bunker long. You've got multiple bunkers short.
And then when you get to the green, the basket's actually elevated on a little bit of a mound as well. And
Oh, okay. Trust us,
Beautiful.
it's incredibly difficult, and there's a lot of out of bounds up near the basket.
I was talking to the spotter actually for their tee shots, and he said that there was one that actually went out of bounds right the whole day.
oh my
So
goodness.
that's not a lot who
okay.
overturned it. So
Yeah, sure.
I think it's pretty tough to get over there past that. It's going to be a little tricky one from there. About 35 feet, 34 feet.
You can't really see it because those Douglas firs, they've got a pretty thick canopy, but that wind is certainly blowing. You can look at those feather banners off to the left side. You see those things are moving pretty good. So if you have a 30-foot putt up to that mound basket, it's not exactly what you want.
Where is this one playing as far as difficulty?
It's the fourth hardest. It's 4.3 average, so pretty sizable amount of strokes above par.
And and that's funny because I feel like this is also one of the more gettable birdies, even though it's playing harder.
Yeah.
It's still one that you feel like you should have all these guys having looks for birdie.
Oh, Dustin.
Oh, distance-wise, I think it's certainly one of the more gettable holes, but OB, I mean, there's just so much to be had that the average is just going to creep up.
Nice birdie putt for Eagle. Yeah, so it's one of those holes that has a pretty good spread. It's 21% birdie, which is a pretty good number, but then equal split of par at 39% and bogey and above. So you're going to get a little bit of everything, which usually means pretty good hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and off the tee, it's easy to go left out of bounds for sure. I think this is one of the more punishing holes if you get an errant tee shot for sure, as far as strokes penalty.
Back to back, sick.
Nikko going spin putt. Our feature group doing good work there. 3 birdies on the hole. It's well played.
Okay, after a long walk, it's time for these guys to go long. We've got hole 7, par 5, 1,263 feet. Mandatory on the right side that keeps you from cutting the corner. OB down the right side as well. There's a golf green in play around 550 feet off the tee if you try to go really big. Second shot, you want to land right here short of the water to set up about 300 feet over the water, over the bunker, over the golf green, short of the path, right to the elevated basket.
This is one of the favorites, I think, of people out here playing this event. Hole 7 is a great par 5.
Yeah, I think this is one of the. Pardon me, Jerm. I think this is one of my favorite holes, maybe par 5s I've ever played.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, definitely has that element of how close to that water you're going to push it. And then the green is really tight. The tee shot is almost featureless, though there is that Mando kind of in your head about where you're going to try to play. You want to kind of cheat over there right as much as you can, but scared to mess with it and get pinched off into a place where you can't really advance on the second.
Yeah, Simon may have thrown his tee shot 40, 50 feet longer than Nikko. I can't quite tell from this angle, but Nikko's going to be maybe 80 feet to 100 feet closer to the basket just by playing it close to that mandatory tree.
And Eagle just goes hyzer stand up down the right side.
Yeah,
You're not going to see that play very many times because everyone wants to throw as far as they can, and he's like, "Ooh, don't let me get on that golf."
Slow down,
Yeah.
Eagle.
That's more like what you'd expect. Big high turn and fade.
That's going to require a pretty excellent second shot to put himself in position to go for the green on his third. He's going to go the big Anheuser route to keep this thing holding angle. Otherwise, that's going to hyzer back towards those Douglas firs on the left.
Nice.
That's just beautiful. That'll set him up probably 400.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
Yeah, that's going to be right there at 420.
Simon with a very similar play. This has a little bit more left to it, though. Oh, no. That's beautiful.
I think that was a mid-range.
Not bad.
If Simon says not bad, that means everyone else is. Oh, that was great. Not easily impressed, Simon Lizotte.
Good shot.
Eagle just plays 30% to 30%, and he's in the best spot yet on the group. Nikko yet to throw. So these guys are playing some great disc golf. That is how you play the first two shots, and 4 different ways of doing it. Beautiful.
Now hold on to your top hats because this shot is not...
Cinch up your belts.
Yeah, a bit. Grind the teeth a little bit because this one is... That needs to get down.
Sit.
Oh, nice.
Right in the ball. Beautiful shot for Dustin.
Go.
Ooh, double knot your sneakers. That's home.
Good shot.
Oh, Simon needs to unbutton that blazer. He's got a little bit more work to do.
Yeah, he's going to be outside circle 1. Just short. Wow, interesting little sit down.
Yeah, no need to roll up your sleeves because that job is done for Eagle.
Simon, another low putt.
I just wanted to see a star frame on this one. That would have been absolutely incredible.
For sure. Dustin, the shortest of the other three to the pin. That is just.
That's what you deserve. Just
That's beautiful.
complete garbage.
It was a nice mood out there on the course. A lot of spectators kind of moving around and watching, really enjoying the first day of coverage. A lot of good groups to go out and watch and everything.
Well, you saw Jeff Spring early with that video montage on hole 1, talking about how Portland is one of the meccas in disc golf here in the great country of USA, and it's just a place where there's just so many different styles of disc golf. Obviously, you've got Milo MacGyver out there in Estacada, you've got Blue Lake, but Pier Park is one of my favorite courses in the world for a par 54. It's just a fantastic array of disc golf, and they've got a great community out here.
Hole 8, par 3, 438 feet uphill. There's a mandatory on the right early, so you can't play wide hyzer. Roller's popular here. Low, ripped backhand that tries to skip off that exposed dirt could also work. It's just a really tough par 3, though. Hard to get all the way up that hill and to where the basket is.
That ceiling coming right there really forces that roller play, but watch out because there is ivy and there is holly bush on that left side of the fairway. If this
Slow down, maybe?
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh, Nikko.
That was good.
Curl up.
He's not going to know.
Oh no.
He might not know how awesome that was briefly.
So close to exactly what you're looking for. But to get the speed to get to the top of the hill is so hard to then stop it once you get up there.
And that's why I always say, you guys have heard me say it 100 times, those Pro Tour pad advertisements at the bottom of the basket, those should be 30 to 40 feet wide.
Oh my gosh, air shot.
And then every roller would just get stopped perfect. Great shot. I mean, I just knew Eagle was going to do that. I knew Eagle was going to do that. Low, it's just a point and shoot with that much power.
So hard to do. Dustin looks like, yeah, that's an intentional roller, just didn't quite get the right angle on that. Very understable
There's
disc.
a golf green over here.
He's rolling strongly backwards onto it. That's.
Oh, no. Man.
Keep going backwards. Oh my gosh. That is not what you think could possibly happen.
It's one of the tough things about disc golf on a ball golf course is that there's always some golf green over there that nobody ever thought that you would ever land on. And it's not even part of the hole, but it just says in the book, all golf greens are OP, which is fair. And then you throw it over some hill, some weird place, and you're like, oh, of course there's a green over here that I never even knew about.
And they they're like magnets.
They are absolutely
like
magnets.
His went backwards 150 feet, cut back, then just somehow right in the middle.
Like I feel like if golfers could make the ball out of whatever we're making the discs out of, because I feel like they're not magnets for balls. But for discs, those things really go after it.
But imagine those ball golfers trying to hit into our 30-foot circle. No way, no how.
Good run.
But if our greens were OB for them, they'd be in there all the time.
That's true. That's true. Maybe it's just OB that's the thing. It's easy to hit. So easy to hit OB. No pressure at all. Nikko was so close to a perfect shot there.
Eagle for rare air and a birdie on hole 8. My goodness, that is impressive. 1 of 3 on the day. Ben Calloway, Chandler Fry, the other 2 names. That is such an awesome thing to do.
All air.
Chandler
8 feet off the ground.
Chandler Fry's was a 74-foot throw-in. The other 2 were putts in the circle. Yeah, to get that air shot I don't care how good our drone footage is. There's no way to tell how difficult that truly is.
Bet you guys thought 1200 was long, didn't you? Try hole 9, par 5, 1342, up a huge hill. The drone is not giving you a sense for this hill. You're going to be tired after you walk up this hill. It's 1,500 feet. That's the real world distance of this hole. It's 1,500 feet. The tee shot could be a roller or a turnover in the air. Get as far as you can. Do it again. Do it one more time. But on the third one, be careful of a lot of OB. A birdie here, I can't do it.
Not many can. Eagle McMahon, he can.
He can.
He's going Superlicious roller.
Is this? Yeah, there's an OB line out there. This seems to be flipping back into safe territory. But I think he was pushing it a little bit. He's more left than he might have liked to be.
There was a crisp little breeze all day. One thing about Oregon that I've noticed is it's never gusty, but it's constant. It's like a constant little 5-mile-an-hour crosswind somewhere on the course. That's a helpful wind sometimes, and then sometimes it's a really heavy wind to where it's just enough to not get the distance you think you could get.
Could you even imagine playing this layout in gusty conditions? I mean, my goodness.
I couldn't imagine playing this event.
Yeah.
Simon going air shot, and that wasn't that much distance. That's going to make this hole really difficult. I mean, even to get the 5.
Something about
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
This could be heading down.
Oh, that's definitely going OB. That just had too much cut.
I mean, hit the first tree.
Maybe sit. I don't think so. Yeah, that's OB.
He hit the first tree. That's what took his angle away.
And now this becomes
a fantastic bogey.
Incredible 6. If you can save a 6 here, you're doing great things. But just this shot alone isn't going to get to. This is going to get to the bottom of the hill, and then this next shot. I mean, most of the work is just getting over the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say Simon can't clear the hill from where it is, but it's not easy. No, he doesn't clear the hill.
And then from there, it's still
5.
Yep.
I think.
With a little hill,
at
Gary.
Minimum. At minimum.
Beautiful.
Two completely different reactions.
Maybe Simon was looking at something else.
Yeah, maybe there was a hawk.
And not to say Nikko's shot was that bad, but I got to trust Nikko when he goes, what was that?
Oh, bye-bye. This poor little disc.
Oh, and he's going roller second shot. I like that play.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's clearing the hill, and then once you get over that hill, it starts to go downhill. So if you get...
He's got 100
Whoa,
feet.
okay, that is stupid.
Well, let's say 3. We'll give him 300 in, which is absolutely impossible.
That is fantastic.
This
like
needs
the
to get down as well, doesn't it? Oh no!
Wow, that's
holding
great.
the cut.
You got to go flippier when you're going roller uphill because a lot of that, the disc's effort to turn over is just being exerted trying to just climb that hill.
Simon's probably blind to the basket here. Able to keep it nice and low.
That was nice. Okay.
50 feet.
Maybe not even that close.
No, I
100 feet.
Oh,
feels
way
more. Like
more.
100 to me.
Way more.
150?
I'd say probably up in the 300 range still.
Could be as much as 1,342. It could be somewhere, not more than. Though.
Yeah.
It felt like it went forward to me.
That was his third.
That was Simon's third.
Wow.
And now Eagle, he is going
For the 3.
mid-range approach. He's gone so far in 2.
If Simon's not getting this one,
Okay, so he's in the circle.
I'm selling my stock in this hole.
Okay. How much
There's
stock
no-
did you buy?
Well, you guys told me it was a beautiful hole on the tee.
Get in now. Get in early.
So this is to save that 6 we talked about. There's
Slow
OB back
down.
there.
And he's going to find it.
Oh, no.
Dang.
That's a B.
.69 average. Almost, I mean, we're rounding up. That's a stroke above par what the average is for the field. Hardest hole on the course, obviously.
Yeah, Simon was way more than 100.
Yeah, but not 300. So just a little approach there, and he'll get his 5.
You guys looking to buy any impossible holes?
Oh, I am. I've got a lot of stock in this one.
Oh, man.
So that's going to be an 8 at best for Dustin. And that'll be a bogey for Nikko. Here's an opportunity to go birdie on 8 and 9 for eagle. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And I mean,
Strokes on
five,
folks.
he has 5
Yes.
in a row. Like,
Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah,
to
that
birdie
too.
both, to birdie the 1200 and the 1300.
Wow.
Incredible.
He was only 4 birdies on the day, which included Jeremy Koling.
I don't know what it is about this hole. This is the longest hole I've ever played in my life. But I've birdied it twice in practice and now once in the tournament. You watching UDISC tomorrow, folks, I'm going to take a 7 or an 8 on it. No way I just sweep this hole for the week. Not
No
a chance.
strangers to the distance game. Garrett Gurthie and Kevin Jones joined those birdies.
Makes a lot of sense. This guy's kind of in that club, too. I got to be honest. Let's look at that leaderboard. It's Macbeth, 6 under through the first 9. Fantastic start. Wysocki, 5 under. McMahon, 5 under. Nathan Queen,
All
maybe
right.
not a name
All right.
that you would have expected to see there. Not known for his distance, but he is hanging in there, playing fantastic, probably hitting some great putts. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our first round coverage. Thank you especially to the Founders Club for your help in making this coverage possible. From Portland, Oregon, we've got 9 more holes on day 1. We'll be right back. Jomez is out of here.
Temporarily.
A little bit.